Banda, Rahwa bin.
Hamdulillah.
Idik bisalam.
हाथों में अमन,
Cinco te. Hände in Frieden.
Manos en paz.
इकट्ठे होके हाथ जोड़ के सुखी रहना.
Hands in peace.
Hands in peace.
Hands in peace.
The peace.
In peace. Hands in peace.
Thousands of years ago, Greece was destroying itself. The city-states were fighting against each other. And two kings went to the oracle at Delphi. And the priestess said, every 4 years, hold Olympic Games and have a truce. We're trying to keep this idea of truce alive. And there are cultures and countries and peoples from all over the world that are in desperation, in conflict, in some cases at war with each other. And so what we're saying is, let's stop. Let's bring our children together, and then after interacting with each other for 3, 4, 5 days, the children go back and they realize they are like me. They're not the other. They're now my friends. We have asked Vince Chong to bring the Hands in Peace impulse from Asia to the United States.
I look before me and I see children of all colors, children of all ethnic groups coming together. And in a few days you will have a lot of work ahead of you, and there will be a lot for you to do to grow upon. And you will learn from each other, work with each other, and become a team and become a family. So look forward to the days ahead and enjoy.
Over the past 8 years, we've had major festivals all over the world. We had the Games in 2001 at the International Olympic Academy in Olympia, Greece. We had the festival in Delphi in 2003 in the ancient stadium up in the mountains. And we had a festival in 2004 in Quito, Ecuador. The last major festival we had was in Langfang, China, near Beijing, 2006. And this is our first Hands in Peace festival here in the United States. We've taken these 5 archetypal activities: running, jumping, wrestling, discus, and javelin. And we've adapted them for children that are 11 and 12 years old. The running is an experience of myself in the rhythm with the earth. There's jumping, where you have the running, it's a running broad jump, run as fast as you can, you take off and you just soar. And to see these children just taking off one after the other, people are just breathless in that particular moment. Then there's the wrestling called ring wrestling, and you make a ring with your body as being half of the ring and the partner is the other half of the ring. Now you notice I didn't say it's my opponent. You're within a golden ring and you're trying to push the other person out of that ring while staying in yourself. They go into the circle in the beginning, they start by giving each other their hand. They wrestle and try to challenge the other person to go out or stay in that circle. And at the very end, if someone goes out after about 30 seconds, they're brought back in, they shake hands again, and they're off on their way. So there is force, there is competition that is involved there, but more importantly than anything else is how do I face that challenge that came towards me? There's the discus. The children take their discus, and before they throw it, they offer their prayer, their thoughts for peace. And when they actually then have thrown, they threw not just the discus, but they threw their hope for peace then, and they stand and watch that until that discus then settles on the ground. And then there's the javelin. It's this moment of concentration, coming quietly to themselves. They're standing alone. And then they draw that javelin back over the middle of their body, and they reach up towards the sky and throw that javelin in an arc, in a rainbow form, and follow that until it sticks in the ground. Another unique element to these Hands in Peace festivals is the combining of the athletics and the arts. It's weaving the worlds of the arts and the athletics together into what has really properly been called the humanities. We hear so much today about man's inhumanity to man. What we have here through the arts and the athletics is the opportunity to practice man's humanity to man. We let every culture present a song, a dance, a poem, maybe a theater piece that came from their culture. These cultural activities are gems that have been extracted from hundreds and sometimes thousands of years. And when other children witness a song or a dance that is this distilled gem, they're in awe. And they realize that humanity is made up of this crown of jewels, of the cultural activities from every nation. We chose Sacramento because Sacramento is one of the most diverse cities in the U.S.
I was immediately taken with how great the program sounded and obviously offered the support of our office.
There was a line that struck me. It said, I was searching for a leader and I found the leader in me. And that maybe really is the message of Hands in Peace. The most important truth is that there is a leader within you too.
What is an enemy? A person whose story we have not yet heard. An enemy. It's a person, maybe a friend, a future friend, whose story we haven't heard yet. We're here together to play together the pentathlon, the arts, the culture, the truths, and to get to know each other's stories. We've asked different communities to bring water together, and we're going to pour this water into one container. We are individuals, and we are united through this symbol of water. We have children and youth leaders from over 30 different ethnic and religious communities.
Everyone kind of was huddled in their own little corner. No one really spoke to each other, smiled at each other.
Through this peace work, it brings them out from their own problems, their own needs.
It was just great to see all the kids kind of like grow into themselves and realize that it was okay to talk to different people.
Eating together, celebrating together, moving together, not talking about politics, not talking about religions and differences, but just experience each other as humans.
To get beyond the politics and just to get to know each other as people, to get to know each other then as friends.
As the 4 days progressed, I realized how many friends I was making and how much I was learning from these different people and different cultures.
So these children come together and are friends for the festival, and in many cases become friends for life.
We can make a difference right here in our city.
So moving together towards peace.
do it next year.